It's Saturday, so you know what's going to be. It's going to be the grind show. It's a Saturday show of things that are coming on between today, Saturday, and the rest of the week. Things that might be interesting to note and especially prepare for, whether it's AQ, AW, a season start, season end, an enlistment, and other things like arenas as well. The show is not possible without the amazing work of Dan of Frontline MCOC, who you can check out in the link in the description and make Frontline MCOC your homepage. It is just a free collection of information, whether it's the MCOC calendar, which we use, as well as guides, information, when champions are entering into crystals, crystal trackers, and so much more. You can also follow. In some browsers, you're able to click the follow button in the bottom right hand corner and click to follow, which is, you know, really helpful. Anyway, if you know the show already, we're going to get right into it. Now, here's the thing. I'm not 100% sure if this will drop today or it's going to be something I did a video on. I'm recording this on Thursday, and what am I getting to? Get to the point, Richard. Of course. It could be that we see the Lunar New Year event dropped. It's not 100%. It's just one of these things where last year it did drop on a mysterious day, and the thing is it could drop on a Saturday because Saturday night, boom, pings over to Sunday morning, and that is how the Lunar New Year works, the Chinese New Year, if you're unfamiliar. So it could be a case that the Lunar New Year drops, the event drops today. As I said, not 100% sure because of, you know, reasons and things and stuff like that. So it could be a case it drops a lot later. I would have covered this in an MCN yesterday, so go and check out that video if you haven't seen it already, where I kind of go over this subject. So that's the maybe thing to go over. But what's guaranteed? Okay, what's guaranteed is there's going to be an Alliance Wars that's on. Whether or not you get involved with that, you know, I do, and I do recommend getting involved with Alliance Wars, especially because we're midway through the season. We are coming close to the business end, which is, say, the last 6 or 7 kind of wars. So it's going to be a case like this, where it's like hardly fought. Hard fought is the word I'm getting to. The only other thing is an incursions. I'm currently in. I've just about to start my Sector 8 incursions, which I've been trying to work through just on the side. I have so many things on at the moment, so it's just trying to find that time for that incursions. Get the 6-star shards. 6-star shards for the featured crystals, which are coming in the next month. Now, what of Sunday? I would say Sunday because it's quieter. You may want to look at different things and getting stuff completed and 100%ed. I mean, for me, my kind of like next kind of goal is to 100% Cavalier, or start saving up revives and health potions and unit for some Eternity of Pain. I've made the decision I'm going to have to go out and grind Arena and grind other places of the game just to pick up my energy refills, to pick up those revives and health potions, just so I can get involved with it. And I want to get that sooner rather than later. And also Battlegrounds. Man, there's a lot of stuff that you've got to get involved with. It's again, it is what it is when it comes to the game. But, you know, there by the grace of God and a smile on the face, we go on. Of course we do. So yeah, in Arena, it's the only thing that's on Sunday is there's going to be an Alpha Catalyst Arena for those that get involved with it. So if you want to get do the Alpha Catalyst Arena, skim those 30 units. Again, it's up to you. So in some cases, it's kind of like, you know, some people like that. Now, on to Monday. What is going down on Monday? Well, the usual. Well, first of all, there's going to be an arena for Absorbing Man round 2. So the round 2 of the arena for Mr. Absorbing Man, which is right there, is going to take place. It's going to be interesting to see because it's the first one of the year as to like how much people are grinding out for the champion. The second champion that's going to be part of that is Valkyrie. So one of my my proud kind of rank 3 6-star champions. Valkyrie is going to be in the basic. Again, an interesting one as to how much that goes for. With Gore recently going for 40 mil in the arena, it'll be interesting to note like how and when kind of and where Valkyrie kind of like charts in comparison, because she's a relatively good champion. So it will be interesting nonetheless to kind of see how those particular ones function. Some of the major things that's always on a Monday is the reset of the Black ISO market. Now, here's a good thing with Black ISO market. Well, if you're spending, you get the Dark ISO market. If you got the Summoner Sigil, if you don't, then you know you don't. It doesn't really matter. But there is no reset of the featured. This week. It will be coming up in the future weeks. Also, make sure to get involved with some of the... I've seen some people use some of these health potions, these sigil health potions in content, so they have been kind of like working well for people. And I see a lot of people kind of like saving them up and stuff. You know, saving up your lowers to kind of like transfer them over, those kind of things. A lot of people, yeah, really kind of like saving them up over the time and space, which is, I'll tell you what, is better. But it's annoying that this is behind a paywall for those that are non-spending, and a lot of these particular health potions go into our stashes, especially like myself, if you don't spend. Any case, what else on Monday? And it's a reset of the Battlegrounds store. Again, another thing I should be getting myself involved with. Time is always kind of an issue with that one, but you know, for those that get involved, the Battlegrounds store and stuff like that, it's resetting. So go and get the stuff that matters to you. And if you've gone Battlegrounds grinding, good luck to you. Good luck to you. On to Tuesday now, the British Day of Chewing. There's nothing on. Right, I would say use this time to kind of prepare, grind. You know, we've still got stuff relatively new within game. It's kind of weird to think that we've got like the kind of like event quest that kind of went so mid on. I think it was was it the 11th? I want to say it was the 11th of January that the new event went live. I could be wrong with that. I think that's pretty much the case. If not, it's like, it just feels like this has been out forever. I tell you, 1 week in Marvel Contest of Champions feels like an entire month. Just like how things move on with the game in a week. Whether or not it's Battlegrounds, whether or not it's, you know, other content, it's like, it's mad. It is mad. But, you know, go at it, get grinded, get it done. Whatever you need to do on a Tuesday. Maybe even do some arena. Catch up with content. You know, plan for the future. Those kind of things. Use those days when there's nothing kind of like dropping information-wise and stuff like that. On Wednesday now, and there's quite a few things going on. A bit of a reminder that Battlegrounds will enter into its final week. Now, I am very much behind with my grind with Battlegrounds. I kind of stopped because I didn't have availability of time. We then came into like covering the new update. Then I had a lot of work I had to do for the games dev that I work for. So it's just trying to find the balance of time to do that, and also all the things I need to achieve, like get Thronebreak 100%ed, go and do incursions for shards. Yes, maybe I would technically get more shards from doing a Battlegrounds grind, but the length of time I'd have to invest in, it's like I can do, what is it, like 3-4 fights in incursions and then just take a break for about like 20 minutes, come back and do another one. With Battlegrounds, I kind of feel like you've got to be invested for kind of like, you've got to do a more like extensive grind. I could be wrong, but it's the way I personally feel it, and it's all about how I feel about that particular grind. But in any case, it's 7 days reminder until that particular season ends. And what else is on the date? Well, we've got Mojo coming back for his third week. In his third week, it will probably be a Mega Sentinel that you go up against. I don't think you go against Mojo. I think Mojo is going to be treated as like the last one, the kind of like end boss type element with that one. And also there will be another voting to remind that if you get featured and there's a Mojo's Choice ballot box, make sure to do it. I still have like that last one there. I'm like, damn it, why did I miss that week? But it is what it is, and all that stuff. And apart from that, that's Wednesday, except for a Tier 4 Basic Arena. So for those that get involved with the Tier 4 Basic Arena, go get involved with it if you want those 30 units after doing 500k worth of points. Again, down to personal preference if you're interested in that. I kind of do it from time to time, more so when it comes to weekend, like a Sunday when there's no arenas on, but not so much at the moment because I do a little bit of arena, but not a huge amount. More so when the arena wins is on, and I've got a little bit of time on my hands, just not doing anything. Like when I'm loading between games and something, or working on something, I can just have it to the side, just go like swipe, done, and then concentrate on what I need to concentrate. What's going down on a Thursday? Well, the first thing is that we've got ourselves an Alliance Wallets on. As I said, do bear in mind, we are coming to a very important time when it comes to the season, and the season will come to an end. So get that grind in as much as possible, and get those dubs wherever you can. And some people take it seriously, some people don't, because, you know, season's going to end in the following week, 31st of Jan, as I've said before. So get grinding. What else is going to be on? Well, it'll be AQ Enlistment for those that, you know, as soon as it starts, as soon as it ends, you know, that's the kind of the thems is the breaks with it. The only other thing that's going to be happening on a Thursday is going to be the arenas, of course. It's going to be a Baron Zemo arena, so look out for that, like Baron Zemo arena. And also there will be a Silver Surfer arena. Whether or not people are interested in Silver Surfer, prestige elements, but there's other champions that are kind of like more priority. No, it's not more priority from prestige. Some people do rank them up, and some people use them and rank them up. So, you know, you do at the end of the day when it comes to like what champions you rank up for whatever reason, you're kind of like getting involved with it. And the final thing is it's going to be an Incursion Milestone reset. As I said, you know, for me, I'm coming to the end of my Incursions grind before I move on to Battlegrounds. I'm going to get that done and then move on to sector, finish my sector 8. And then sector 9, and then it's Battlegrounds, and then it's like, you know, I can just chill for a moment and get involved with kind of like the next month 6-star featured, which is going to be very spicy. I do want to get Spot, I do want to create a better roster for my my Battlegrounds, so I'm looking forward to that. And Friday we'll see the last of the final round, which will kick off. I think the voting actually ends on Monday for the round here, which is of Bullseye, White Tiger, Gladiator, and Spider Punk. So that could be the. To be honest, I'm actually worried that they might kind of like abbreviate Spider Punk as just being Spunk. That would be awful. But, you know, that's one reason to maybe not vote for him. I don't know. It depends on like if it's going to be like a proper punk rocker. It's going to be interesting like what the final kind of vote will be. But yeah, on January 27th, which will be the Friday, you'll see the kind of the final round for this before a new champion is crowned on February the 3rd. The only other thing that's going to be happening on a Friday is an AQ is going to begin. Of course, it always kind of like it ends, starts, ends. And that's really it. There's nothing really else that's kind of going on. It could be potentially an end to the Lunar New Year event. I don't know if that's the case. I want to say no, especially because last time it ran for what seems to be, was it 2 weeks for the Lunar New Year event? So I want to say that it would just be, again, another kind of 2-week based thing. But weirder things have happened in Marvel Contest of Champions. And what would be the grind tip of the week? Well, I would say you do you. That's the kind of the tip is you do you what you want to achieve. Like, here's the thing. There's stuff that I need to achieve, and I have got like a long list of things that I need to do within the next 2 weeks. And it's always important to try and see if you can achieve those. Like mine is 100% do Sector 7, Sector 8, and Sector 9 incursions. Do Battlegrounds, those 2 things. Third thing, 100% Thronebreaker, and then it's a case of getting my stash up to date so I can then do EOP. So those 4 things right there, those are my focuses. Fifth thing will probably be do Arena, but again, that's like there's a very kind of like up in the air type thing because I was planning on not doing quite as much in January, but it's coming to the end of January and I need units for things like energy refills. So look, it is what it is. We are grinders in this game of Marvel Contest of Champions. I wish you good luck in the grind. Also, go to 3.2.6 and other lower content to pick up revives and health potions. Make sure to smash out those 22-hour events. You know, get them done because units, 25 units, energy, not energy. We'll be great if they had energy. Revives, health potions, things like that. Okay, Battlegrounds. Go and smash that out. Make sure to if you're struggling with this month's or this season's meta, then save and hoard your Elder Marks. I've still got some from Season 3, but I was planning on being a bit more kind of active in Season 4. So, but if you're struggling and you're not enjoying it, save them. Go and use them on the next one. And when it comes to side quests, look out for little tricks and tips like, you know, use slow debuff champions to take on slow debuff champions and true strike champions, true accuracy champions in order to take on the likes of Quicksilver, and look out for other metas and kind of counters for that. But that's it. That's the grind tip of the week. And so the grind tip of the week is you do you and plan well and just have a bit of fun. That's the main thing. Try and find some fun. Cheers, everybody. And check out some other content located on screen right now. Have a lovely day and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.